There are actors you watch, and then there are actors you grow with. Ji Chang-wook belongs to the second kind. Over the past decade, he's gone from thrillers to romance, from clean-cut heroes to morally complex men. And yet, what remains constant is how present he feels on screen. There's no performance gap, no theatricality. It's as if he lives inside each story he takes. With The Manipulated, Ji Chang-wook steps into one of the most demanding spaces of his career. Not because it's his first action role, but because it asks him to turn pain into endurance, and endurance into purpose. He plays Tae-jung, an everyday man whose quiet life unravels after being accused of a brutal crime he never committed. His world collapses without warning. There's no melodramatic explosion, just the suffocating stillness that comes with disbelief. The series opens like a crime thriller, but quickly reveals itself to be something heavier. A psychological portrait of what happens when an innocent man is crushed by systems far bigger than himself. The person pulling those strings is Johan, a polished, unreadable villain portrayed by Kyung-soo. He's the kind of antagonist who doesn't need noise. He speaks softly, smiles faintly, and destroys with precision. As the CEO of a private security firm for the 1%, Johan treats chaos as entertainment. What's fascinating is how director Park Shin-woo builds this world. Known for The Killing Vote and Trap, he gives the drama a grounded, cinematic tone, almost filmic in its restraint. He said Ji Chang-wook was his first and only choice, and you can see why. There's a physical rawness Ji Chang-wook brings, but also a quiet spiritual fatigue, the kind that sits behind the eyes rather than the fists. The writer, Oh Sang-ho, described Tae-jung as a man with the strength of a tree. It's a simple image, but it defines the show. Strength here isn't muscle or vengeance, it's endurance, the will to keep standing, even when everything else breaks. Interestingly, this story reimagines Ji Chang-wook's own fabricated city from 2017, but he refused to repeat himself. "I didn't want to recreate what I'd done," he said. "This is a completely different man." That distinction matters, because Ji Chang-wook has spent years trying to escape his own archetype. He's always been the reliable lead, the man who fights, the man who saves. But here, he's the man who suffers. The casting around him reinforces that shift. Kim Jong-soo, as No Young-sik, gives the story its soul, an older man whose compassion cuts through all the chaos. Ji Chang-wook said Kim's presence gave him real comfort, grounding the set whenever the energy felt too heavy. And then there's Kwang-soo, the character actor everyone knows for comic relief. Here playing Baek Do-kyung, Johan's right hand. When he read the script, he said he hated his character so much he spat on the page. You can almost feel that disgust in his performance. There's guilt beneath every smirk. But it's Do-kyung-soo's transformation that's drawing attention. To create Johan, he permed and dyed his hair, studied crime documentaries, and redesigned his posture. Not to look evil, but to feel unsettling. It's his first time playing a full antagonist, and it works because he never overacts. He's disturbingly calm, the kind of villain who speaks with logic and watches the world crumble like it's a private experiment. Together, these performances create a story that feels layered and uncomfortably real. There are chase sequences, explosions, and stunts, but the emotional weight always stays in the characters. Each bruise, each hesitation feels earned. What's striking is that The Manipulated never treats revenge as victory. It's more about identity, about what happens when your truth is stolen and rewritten. In one interview, Ji Chang-wook said that was his anchor point. Not revenge, but reclamation. The slow, painful act of piecing yourself back together after being destroyed. That's why this drama feels like a turning point. For Ji Chang-wook, it's not about being the action star again. It's about breaking his own silhouette. He's no longer the man saving others. He's the man who needs saving, and that vulnerability redefines his power. Fans across Korea and internationally have noticed. The early buzz calls this his most human role yet. Viewers praise how he blends fatigue and fire, that specific duality only actors with experience can pull off. And for Kyung-soo, this may become a career reintroduction, a clean break from his soft-spoken image, showing a new side of range and control. At its heart, The Manipulated is about systems, social, digital, human, and how easily they can be twisted. But emotionally, it's about resistance. Tae-jung doesn't fight because he knows he'll win. He fights because he refuses to disappear. And that's what makes Ji Chang-wook's performance hit differently. It's not loud, it's lived. When Ji Chang-wook said, "This drama is about a man fighting to reclaim his broken life," you feel that isn't just Tae-jung speaking. It's Ji Chang-wook himself reflecting on a decade in this industry, always rebuilding, always redefining. Maybe that's why The Manipulated resonates so much. Because behind every stunt and every tear, there's a quiet reminder that survival, in fiction or in art, is never about spectacle. It's about staying visible, even when the world tries to erase you. That's why he ranks among my top 3 actors, not only in Korea, but worldwide. I'm grateful for the craft. Once again, his work resonates. His consistency continues to impress. After nearly a decade of watching, I still feel the same quiet chill when he appears. I appreciate that he chose this path, and that he keeps challenging and engaging us, again and again.